Hello, students. Welcome back. I hope that you have watched my previous class and you have understood whatever it is taught in last class. So, today I shall be teaching you the next topic, that is pregnancy and embryonic development. So, yesterday I had taught you about the fertilization and implantation, right? How fertilization takes place, and after fertilization, how the zygotes are implanted in the placenta, right? And how sex is determined at that stage. So today I'll start the pregnancy and embryonic development. So what happened after implantation? Okay, so pregnancy and embryonic development are the stages, okay, which follows fertilization and implantation. So here the chronic villi, okay, plays an important role, as you can see in this diagram, that different parts, right? So the chronic villi, it is a finger like projection which is present on the trophoblast, and this structure, okay, the chronic villi, it appears after implantation, okay, only after implantation. These villi are surrounded by maternal blood and uterine tissue. Next, this villi and uterine tissue, okay, this together they are interdigitated, okay. So interlocked, interdigitated means they are interlocked, and they form a structure and a functional unit between the fetus and maternal body. See what happened when a zygote is implanted, right? It get attached. I have taught you yesterday, right? They get attached the wall of the uterine. So this villi and uterine tissue, they form a structure, okay, the functional and a structural unit which will hold, or you can say which keeps together the fetus and a maternal body, and that is called your placenta. So placenta is a place, or you can say the structure where this fetus will grow, okay. Then inner mass of these, they divided into ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm, okay, and they differentiate, and slowly the different organs, they start forming a different organ. Now let us see what is the function of placenta. So what does placenta do? The main function is nourishment, okay. Placenta supplied oxygen and nutrients to the developing embryo. The embryo which is growing, they need food, right? They need a nourishment that they get from the placenta. And as well as the placenta, it removes the carbon dioxide and excretory or waste material that is produced by the embryo. So this is the function of placenta. Then this placenta and embryo, they are connected, okay, through an umbilical cord. So as in diagram you can see, okay, a long thread like structure, you can say, they're present, okay, which connect the placenta and embryo. And what is the function of umbilical cord? It helps in transport of substances to and from the embryo. See, embryo, it is attached with placenta, right? And what does placenta do? It provides nutrition. Now how that embryo will get the nutrition? So it needs some source, right, through which it could be transported. So umbilical cord act as that source, or you can say it, that helps in transportation of substances to the embryo and from the embryo. Placenta, it acts as an endocrine tissue as well, because it produces several hormones, and these hormones are very much important for the pregnancy. Some hormone are HCG, that is human chorionic gonadotropin, human placental lactogen, and in later stage of pregnancy they release relaxin, okay, it is released by the ovary. And these hormones are released only during pregnancy. So relaxin, HPL, ACG, this hormone is released only during pregnancy, not before that. And other hormones are there like estrogen, progesterone, you know the functions, right? So this also released during pregnancy. Okay, along with this, cortisol also produced, is also secreted, prolactin is also secreted, thyroxine, etc., as well as their level also increased. So when the increase, it is, and why does it required for? It is required for the growth, fetal growth, okay, the metabolic changes in mother. So this hormone which is secreted during the pregnancy, it brings the metabolic change in mother, it helps in the fetal growth. So this is the function of the placenta. So what happens soon after the implantation? Okay, the embryo differentiate. Now they differentiate into inner endoderm, outer ectoderm, mesoderm. Mesoderm, it develops soon after the inner endoderm and outer ectoderm are formed. Okay, I hope this is clear that once the implantation of the embryo is done, okay, implantation is done, the embryo will differentiate into inner endoderm, outer ectoderm, and at the same moment or soon after, mesoderm will also develop. Now what does this three tissue do? This they what are the rules? This three tissue, it give rise to the tissue of the body. Okay, they will differentiate. Now a human body, okay, or a human baby, it has a different type of tissue organ which plays different role, isn't it? Now this three tissue will give rise the other tissue of the body. Then the inner cell mass contains stem cells. Now, what does the stem cells do? What ability does it have? So stem cells has the ability to give rise to all the tissue and organ in the body. Now all the tissues, other tissues, organ, from where does it come from? It comes from the stem cells. So stem cells together they form tissue, right? And tissue together they form organ, and organ together form an organ system. So this is how the embryonic development takes place. Okay, this is the pregnancy. So these are the stages which takes place during the pregnancy, the hormonal changes, the growth of zygote. Okay, so this is how it takes place. Then comes your fetal development. Now fetal development, we know that in human pregnancy, okay, it lasts for 9 months, right? Approximately 9 months. Now that 9 month is divided into three trimester. So first trimester, second trimester, and third trimester. First trimester is your comes from first to third month, second trimester is your fourth to sixth month, and third trimester is seventh to ninth month. So the trimester that I had talked about is the development of fetus. Okay, fetus, they doesn't develop in a 1 or 2 days. It takes times, and in every stages the different development takes place. So in first month, heart is formed. In the second month, limbs and digits are formed. In the third month, most of the major organ system are formed. In fifth month, appearance of hair on head at the first movement of the fetus is seen. In sixth month, the body will cover with fine hairs. Okay, eyelid separate, then eyelashes will form. And in 9 month, the fetus, they fully developed and they're ready for the delivery. So this is the whole process of pregnancy and embryonic development, that how does the pregnancy takes place, what are the changes it takes place during the pregnancy, the hormones they're responsible in growth of fetus, and the development of embryo. Okay, that how does the embryo develop, at how many stages, okay, does it develop. I hope that this topic is clear to you. So in next class I shall teach you the parturition and lactation. So till then, watch this video, try to understand the concept, as well as do read the NCERT book so that you can understand it better. And if you have any doubts, then drop a message. Okay, so this is all for today's class. I'll see you in my next class.